Well, 23 weeks of Talking Rugby Union. Yes, I am Seniormash, and what does the data say about those 23 weeks? Well, it certainly says that my ability to write and to put together these pieces has not diminished. And for those of you that like my writing, Substack's the place to find me. And a massive thanks to those folk at Talking Rugby Union who managed to syndicate my work on their YouTube channel particularly, and to some extent Facebook and Instagram. I like what Substack's enabled me to do. If you like what it's doing, please do subscribe, give it a thumbs up, write a comment. I'd be delighted to hear from you. And elsewhere, I do use Twitter, but I'm not that prolific. Have a look at my work, and most of all, enjoy it. What I'm looking to do, what I've always looked to do, is support National League Rugby, which is very, very important to me. And I've been able to do that with the help of the team at Talking Rugby Union. Great team there. Give them your support. I look at reflections, I look at my memories. I try to do predictions. They're not always very good predictions, but I try to do them. And I dig into the archives of probably the best part of 45 years of photographs that relate to rugby, and allow you to share them. And there's some great faces and there's some great memories. So enjoy the archives as well. I get around watching rugby, whether it's by train or by car. Very often see me at Sedgley Park. It's very clear to me that rugby is important to me, and I just wanted to call out a couple of things, if I may. It's that ability to have respect in rugby union that's always impressed me. And I want to say a big thank you to Man Met Rugby. Head coach Rob Jones has done so much for rugby in the Northwest, whether it's with Lancashire under-18s, but particularly with Man Met. I met Rob for the first time in about 2012 on the touchline, and I was very impressed with him, and subsequently worked alongside him with Red Panda Sevens. And just want to say it's great to see the men's first team get a league triumph. Well done to everybody involved. And 2 weeks ago, I focused on the word respect in rugby union on my weekly update, and my big focus was Matt Riley at Sedgley Park Tigers, and I was delighted to focus on Matt. Sedgley Truck. It meant a lot to me to be able to do that, and it's superb to see only a few weeks later Alex Payne, Mike Tyndall and James Haskell actually acknowledging Matt's achievement of 450 games. Now, I might not have the reach of Alex Payne, Mike Tyndall, James Haskell, and I certainly don't have the budgets that the RFU and the RFU sponsors give them to make this broadcast. But I hope what I'm doing is giving you inside scoop on real rugby stories, and if the more mainstream pick up on those, I can't say it's down to me, but I'm delighted that they do. So this week, Six Nations, week 2, and the results, well, Italy beating Wales 22-15. England, oh, so pleased about this, 26. France, 25. What a win. What a day at Twickenham for those 80,000 plus supporters. And yesterday just saw Ireland, in my opinion, demolish Scotland. Maybe the scoreline's a little closer than you would have expected, but superb performance. Well done. And what it means in the rankings or the table is that Ireland are top with 10 points. France and England joint second with 6 points. And you have Wales hugging the bottom space, the so-called wooden spoon. In terms of the world rankings, well, it certainly helped Georgia's position knocking on the door for a Six Nations position. The results this weekend have meant that Wales fall to 12th in the table. And I think down at 18th is Spain, and I suspect Portugal is somewhere between 15 and 18. So good for European rugby, and good to see Ireland, England, Scotland in the top 8. Across social media, a few things have leapt out at me. First of all is Macclesfield Rugby of National League Rugby really amplifying how important National League Rugby is to England's development. And another star in the making, Dom Hanson, who actually scored on his debut. So well done Macclesfield, well done South Sharks, well done Dom Hanson. The Premiership Cup, well, not last weekend, but the weekend before, Cornish Pirates nearly got 3,000 people down for a Friday night game. That's impressive. We need fans to go and watch live rugby, and delighted that it's happening here. There's plenty of action down in the southwest with Bucks Super Rugby, Exeter University and Bath University. Good to see. And in the National League, Exeter University played Loughborough University. Again, good to see. Green King are certainly showing great appetite to invest in rugby union. And I think if you're a club and you've got a bar, you might want to think about Green King as a partner. They seem to be very active at the moment. And I'll come to the organogram in a moment. There we go. This was promoted via England Rugby Competitions. They asked the county boards to get it out on the wires, and Lancashire duly obliged by putting it on their Facebook page. And yes, it takes some understanding, but there's clearly potential cascade. I like the word potential cascade. Final decisions rest with respective regional organising committees. A draft illustration as of Saturday the 1st of February. So, what on earth might it mean? Well, depending on where your team is, you can see whether you're currently in with a chance of staying in your current division, gaining automatic promotion, or potentially being put into a pot for the runners-up promotion. A lot going on. In the north, I immediately looked at Tarleton, standing third in the league. Good win over the weekend, guys. Well done. Pretty sure Tarleton will be hoping to get above that dotted line. West Park, St Helens, doing well. Paul Arnold, great coach, seems to be going in the right direction there. But as you look across it, no matter where you are, you can see the potential. So just to acknowledge that Lancashire were asked to do this, and it also included the national leagues, and I'll do that on a separate discussion. Meanwhile, in National League 1, Ryan Lamb committed to staying at Plymouth Albion. Great move, I think, for Plymouth Albion, and keep expecting them to really push for promotion. Maybe it's going to be next year. This is a complicated one. Bath seem to be able to sign huge numbers of players, even when they're signing from teams who say they can't keep the player because it would be very expensive. Whether Bath are breaking the rules, and I very, very much doubt it, by the way, the optics of it ain't too good. So one to keep our eye on as the season develops. Always like a good brewery story, and Jennings Brewery, one of the first breweries that I was familiar with, probably second after Greenall Whitley's. Jennings Brewery is set to return to brewing in Cockermouth. Good luck to them. Ben Mercer, award-winning author of Fringes, a great text, if you've not read it, about life on the fringes of rugby. Give it a read. And Ben is doing some really interesting things on Substack and TikTok. So, one, if you're a rugby aficionado, keep following, in my opinion. And the other code, Rugby League, had a fantastic launch event at Co-op Arena in Manchester. And they're getting geared up for the start of their season this week. And I'm hoping to get to watch it live, the Leeds and Wigan game, before the end of March. There's also Old Cillian's RFC, and if you like your rugby with a bit of humour, really encourage you to follow these guys on Twitter. Very, very good. Very good. And ex-Hutton Grammar School Richard Askham leaving North West tonight. Can't imagine what it must feel like. He's leaving after 25 years. Great insight into Northwest sport. Always enjoyed listening, watching his content. Good luck, Richard, with whatever comes up in the future. Mike Inkley, who's a photographer for the rugby paper. He was at Darlington Mowden Park for Isha's win. And his highlight was the John Inverdale offering to buy me a pint after the game. Wow, well done, John. And I like this from Ollie Steadman. England play a proper fly half and win. Who'd have thought it? And if you're looking forward to seeing live rugby, I couldn't recommend going watching Lancashire Under-20s more highly. Here's their dates. 16th of March v Durham, 30th of March versus Cheshire, and 27th of April, Yorkshire, with the 25th of May, Northumberland. Get over, watch live rugby. For now, that's Senior Mash, and I hope you've enjoyed the 23 weeks.